Jerome Powell is under criminal investigation because he didn't lower interest rates fast enough for Donald Trump. His potential replacement is someone from BlackRock who advocates for lower rates. This is how you take over a central bank. Let me tell you what happened this week. On Friday, the Department of Justice sent grand jury subpoenas to Jerome Powell, the current chairman of the Fed. On Sunday, Powell announced it himself and literally said that the threat of criminal prosecution is a consequence of the Fed making interest rate decisions based on economic data rather than what the president wants. In other words, Powell is being targeted because he didn't do what Trump wanted. And who's waiting in the wings to take his place? Rick Rieder, the chief investment officer of BlackRock. He's being interviewed by Trump personally as well as Scott Bessent. And guess what Rieder's position is on interest rate policy? He wants the rates to go down. Exactly what Trump wants. This is not a coincidence, this is a coordinated takeover of the Fed. First you make the current chairman's life miserable with criminal investigations, and then you install someone who does exactly what you want. And of course it's not just anyone, it's the CIO of BlackRock. Come on. And here's where it gets interesting. Because what does BlackRock want? Lower rates means cheaper borrowing. Cheaper borrowing means more investments in the market. More investments means higher stock prices and increased volume. And who benefits most from higher stock prices and increased volume? BlackRock, which is the largest shareholder in virtually every publicly traded company in the entire world. They're literally installing their own guy at the money printer. This means only one thing. They're going to print massive amounts of money. The money printer is going to work overtime. And your savings in the bank will become worth less every year due to the inflation that follows. But here's the thing. You can get angry about this and watch helplessly, or you can do what the insiders do. Of course, American politicians are constantly insider trading, although they don't call it that. They buy the stocks before the money printer turns on, and they know already which stocks will pump the most from receiving this money. They have information you don't have. But we track what they buy and share with our members. Check the link in my bio and I'll explain to you in just 2 minutes of how this system works and how you can get rich from it as well. Trust me, you're gonna want to take action on this one. And follow Mees Wijnands down below, that's me, for more.